The digital revolution sweeping across the world is described by analysts as one of the best things happening to mankind. Permeating all areas of our lives, information and communication technology has transformed societies and nations. It has become a critical element of measuring growth and development. For Africa, it's been exciting living in a digital world where ICTs are making payment processes faster, improving healthcare, businesses, and social lives.
We've seen happen with technology as we've moved from mainframe era to a PC era to a smartphone era, now to a wearables era. As you notice that things continue to get smaller as we go through that evolution, they also become more personal. So it's about making the internet an internet of me, as opposed to an internet where everyone has a very similar experience. We can really customize the experience that we're having, and everybody can have a unique experience. As a result of that, we need unique devices as well, and part of that storyline is the wearable category.
From Kenya to Ghana, Tanzania to Sierra Leone, Nigeria to Rwanda, there are increasing push by governments to increase their economies by building infrastructures that can deliver super-fast internet to the people.
I believe everything is changing in Africa. The way we are consuming is different. The way we want our product to look like is different. Now, more and more Africans start making product that fit the market, a product that embrace the culture. We see from different countries, Congo, Cameroon, Nigeria, particularly in South Africa, Africans who are producing locally, who are making product from African by African.
These young innovators are doing very well. They have very interesting solutions. And we are setting up innovation parks and innovation hubs. That way we can give them where to start from, a launching pad.
While government is focusing on providing an enabling environment for tech businesses to thrive, technology companies are witnessing a boom as more small and large-scale businesses spend more money on enterprise solutions. A recent rebasing of Nigeria's GDP saw the country upturning South Africa to become the continent's #1 economy, with technology contributing over 7%.
The comments that I have got is that we've got probably one of the best broadband plans. So in terms of a plan, it's great. People always say that, oh, Nigeria, we can always plan very well. But I think my own background is an execution background. So I think maybe that's what I bring to the table. Mr. President approved the plan, and as soon as he approved, we moved straight into implementation. And really, that's what you're seeing right now. If you look at the broadband plan, the roadmap, we're a little bit behind, but things like the auction of the 2.3 gigahertz spectrum, that was part of the plan. The right-of-way, the securing of right-of-way waivers or bringing it down, that's part of the broadband plan. So going to all the state governors and say we need to bring this price down, that campaign is already on. That's part of the broadband plan. The issue of digital TV white spaces, using other spectrum to deliver broadband, that's part of the broadband plan. So we are in execution mode. All you see right now in terms of what the telecoms companies are doing, what the infrastructure providers are doing, multiple taxes trying to bring that down, this is all execution. And so I very strongly believe that we can deliver on that broadband plan, and create this digital economy that you're talking about.
At a recent World Economic Forum on Africa held in Nigeria, 16 new businesses in the developing economies were added to the forum's list of global companies to watch. Of the 6 companies from Nigeria, 2 are from the IT sector. A clear indication that technology consumption on the continent is on the rise, with players improving to global competitiveness.
Clearly there's tremendous growth taking place today in Africa, and companies globally see it as a rich field of opportunity. And I think also those who are in Africa have a hunger for technology. They're looking to integrate technology. Technology has never been more accessible than it is today. So all of these things are coming together to create some very vibrant opportunities in Africa. And what you're seeing now in Africa is a field of innovators and entrepreneurs starting to rise that are going to create very unique solutions, and that really is the next step to take Africa to the next level.
Experts have advocated digital singularity for Africa, a concept some say should go beyond ICT to include artificial intelligence, robotics, nanotechnology, among others.
Digital singularity is referred to as the time at which African capacity for technological innovation reaches or surpasses that of the rest of the world. There's a bit of a lag going on right now for a number of different reasons, but the digital singularity for Africa as being used here is when Africa catches up and even surpasses the rest of the world.
Singularity is actually something that we all going to head to. The way the technology is changing, the way people are embracing new technology, the usage that we are giving to new smart devices that we are using every day is how to define how Africa is moving to the singularity. And especially for the consuming market, because Nigerian is one of the largest population in Africa and is one of the fast adopters of technology. So the new technology that is being developed abroad is being implemented here. Nigeria proved a fast way to adopt that technology. And that technology makes the life more smarter, like the mobile payment, the M-Pesa, the wearables, the medical devices, to be able to remotely provide health assistance to any person from any corner in Africa. I believe this is the way the digital singularity will help move this continent forward.
The understanding of digital singularity within the concept of its use at the 2014 Digital Africa Conference held in Lagos brings to mind the question of who the key drivers of the continent's digital revolution are.
One thing that Digital Africa brought up that's worthwhile mentioning is that when you have countries like India with 1 billion in population, China with, again, over 1.34 billion in population, if they can do it, even America for that matter, America at 300 million and Nigeria is about 156 million, then you too can do it.
The rest of the world is at a certain level when it comes to technological development. And then Africa is at a much lower level. So what we aim to do really is to begin to stimulate the sort of activities, the sort of processes that will bring Africa as close as possible.
Now the question is, what can digital singularity do for Africa, where majority of the people are still very poor, lacking various amenities of life? What effect can it have on the restiveness of young people across the continent? From Boko Haram in Nigeria to Al-Shabaab in Kenya, our young people must be productively engaged.
If your child has a great idea, I think you should fund it. People in America now are going to their friends, are going to investors saying, I have an idea. You have an idea, you must show proof that it can work, you must show proof that you can execute on it, and then you don't need the government. You have your own infrastructure without them, and then you build from there. Now what the government can do, I think health and education are the two big areas where the government can see major progress by implementing more technology.
Keeping our young people productive, creating an enabling environment to support innovation, investing in infrastructure, and knowledge of the power of technology are some of the strategies Africa's leaders can adopt to ensure that we maximize our potentials as the next economic frontier.